didn't have time to put something together that I wouldn't stand up here and ramble on and on and on, and nobody wants to hear that. So I thought, well, what can I share? How many of you know who Bob Goff is? You need to go out and get some books. Bob Goff is a wonderful man who, boy, when Jesus said, go and love people, he is probably one of the best examples of that, besides Jesus, that I've seen or heard. He's just a wonderful man of God, and he's written several books, Love Does and Everybody Always. But I have this Live in Grace, Walk in Love, and it's a 365-day journey. I don't read one a day. I read a whole bunch at a time. That's just how I am. But I'm going to read one of the days, day 17, in here for you. And the title is, Where We See Holes We've Dug, God Sees Foundations He's Making. Proverbs 28:13 says, whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Up in British Columbia, I like to dig holes in the ground for different projects. There are excavators and tractors and drilling rigs, and I like to put them all to good use. It's a paradise for a guy who likes to make things happen. I built a chapel and a barn, and we blazed some new trails to the mountaintops. We built a bridge to cross a ravine I couldn't quite jump. More than anything, though, I enjoyed the surprised look on Sweet Maria's face. That's what he calls his wife, Sweet Maria. Isn't that wonderful? Anyway, he enjoyed the surprised look on Sweet Maria's face when she finds out what he's been up to with all the diggers, tractors, and dynamite. For my latest project, I got a little wild with the dynamite, blew a big hole in the ground, and filled it with water. Once the new lake was done, I took Maria to have a look. I wanted to give her the naming rights. When we were getting close, I asked her, so what are we going to name the lake I'm taking you to? She answered, what lake? Now we have a lake named What Lake. That'll be fun to explain to the grandkids. God does that with all the holes we make in our lives. We think we've blown it again, but he points to them and says, this will make a great spot to pour out my love. Sometimes he makes lakes for us to dive in, and other times he makes foundations for building our character on. No matter what, God finds us in the holes we've dug for ourselves. Where we see our failures, God sees foundations he's making. And just to kind of have you thinking, he always adds a question at the end, so I'm just going to read it because it might be something that you can consider along the way. What hole do you have in your life that God can use to build deeper character in you? Whether it's holes or whether it's chains, we let them keep us down way too often. And he's there to get us out of that situation. All we have to do is ask. He is so, so good. A few years back, I put together a medley, and I call it God is Good medley. And it includes songs, God, You're So Good, which some of you may know from singing around the campfire. Parts of Build My Life, How He Loves, and Good, Good Father. So I'm hoping that there's something in there that even though you don't have lyrics in front of you, you know some of it. And if not, hopefully I am singing clearly enough that you can think about the words and just really connect with God through the lyrics as well. So, if you would like to stand again.